Hello everybody, Scott Wynn here playing American Truck Simulator. Today I'll be driving a Kenworth T680, I believe. Let's take a look at that. Yes, it's the T680 6x4 duty day cabin, 370 horses, 1350 engine torque, 150 gallon tank. She's a beaut. And I will be hauling fertilizer. Now, I have never driven a three trailer, a triple trailer like this, but it's not super long. I'm gonna keep it safe. I'm gonna try not to have to back this thing up because I'm not sure I could do it all that well. Alright, looks like we have about 13 hours to deliver this. This should take about 5 hours to get it there. We're going to be driving 320 miles to get from Pocatello, Idaho to Salina, Utah. Let's take a look on the map real quick. There we go. So we're starting right here in Pocatello. We're going to come south down Route 15. It's going to be pretty much highway all the way. We're going to pass through Ogden, just past Salt Lake City, Provo. Looks like we have a discoverable there. I'm wondering if I should check that out. You know what? Let's do it. Looks like I'm going to have enough room to turn around there. I'll make our video just a little longer. And we'll be ending up here in Salina. And I believe I have not been in Salina yet, so this should be fun and interesting. Alright, let's get her going. Alright, start her up. Take off the parking brake. That's the parking brake on. That's the parking brake off. Well, alright, we're on our way. Just one moment. There we go. Our point of entry to get out of here is behind us, so I'm going to have to bang a left up here, and then another left. Well, alright, let's get moving. Nice and easy with this one. Plenty of clearance there. She's just a pretty long one. It's going to be easy to clip someone going around a corner, so I'm going to have to be careful around that. I'm going to have to swing everything real wide. I'm going to be taking it nice and slow. See how long it takes to get this thing straightened out. See, it's still straightening out. Still turning the corner back there. That is crazy. Wow. Alright. It's going to be a challenge to get it there and all in one piece, but we'll do the best we can. That's all we can do. Alright. Get a nice treat here to be able to see a train pass by right off the get-go. Oh, how cool is that? BFSN. A lot of names you recognize. Let's get an exterior view on this. You see that guy on our right was looking at the train too? And we are on our way. Thank you, sir. You have a good day. Looks like a beautiful day, 82 degrees. And let's see if this thing has a clock on it. Of course it does. It's 1:35 in the afternoon. So we should be getting there before nighttime, but we'll see how it goes. It all depends on traffic. I do have a traffic mod, which adds extra traffic, so we never know what we're dealing with that. I'm going to have to be super patient here, getting out of turns like this. But once we get this thing on the highway... Oh, there's a UPS truck down there. Really cool. I'm just going to go for it. This guy's going to have to slam on his brakes and wait for me. So I think I'm going to have to swing it out to get my right wheel over the line here. And yep, looks like it's going to get her done. And it looks like it's going to be a left-hand turn. to get us out of Pocatello. Not that we're in any rush. Pocatello is a really nice town. See, we have a trailer dealership off to our right. Ooh, a nice Airstream there for sale. Let's check out the price on that one. I know a gal who owns an Airstream, and she was looking to sell it maybe about a year ago for $55,000. And this is like a top-of-the-line Airstream. It was really done up well, but now she has it parked on a property, and she's renting it out so people can stay there for the weekend. Pretty cool. Kids' playground over there. While we're waiting, let's get another look at this butte. I'm just going to go for it here before I miss this light. Swing her out wide. Nice and wide. And plenty of clearance there. I think I've driven this model trailer once or twice. I'm sorry, this model rig once or twice. Still trying to get used to the different rigs and their capabilities, their tendencies, and also being able to identify them on site. So let's get a look while we're at the light here. This is a Kenworth T680. I'm noticing that kind of teardrop shape of the headlights. And I think it says, say, T-Pro there. Something on the side. You see how long that trailer is. It's already up on the curb. Can't wait to get this thing on the highway. Looks like I have a pretty tight turn up ahead. I'm going to have to navigate that properly. Hopefully we're getting a green light here. McKinley Avenue. Here we go. Crossing the train tracks again. Here we go, this is our turn. Coming plenty wide here. And hopefully we can continue this right on. Looks like we can. Alright. So far, so good. Wonder what that blue thing is on my windshield. I can't really tell what that is. I've always been curious about that. Wonder whether that's a temp gauge type of thing, or maybe it's an easy pass type of component. I'm not sure. TSI. It's got to be used car sales, right? No, not exactly. It's got that used car lot look to it with those classic flags. See a beautiful church off to the side there, mixed in with this industrial area. Guessing that church is pretty old. 215, that's where we want to be. If I thought I could pull this thing into the lot, I'd stop for a 99-cent hamburger, but it's not looking like the best idea in the world. I don't think I'd fit through the drive-thru. Secchi's Fosiro Italiano Cafe. Muy bueno. Not sure what this guy's doing. Blowing a red light, looks like. Just got caught out in the middle of the intersection there. I'm always curious about the mileage that these rigs have on them. This one has 381,000 miles on it. So when just thinking about buying the rig, I'm trying to figure out what are some of the higher mileage rigs I see out here. How far can I drive them until they're not worth it anymore to keep maintaining. I would guess they get about 500,000 miles on them, some of them. Big engines. You can swap engines out, swap components out. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Let's on this profile get to our first 15,000 miles before we start worrying about that. Now, I'm not going to be buying a truck for some time now. I'm saving up for a Peterbilt $164,000 model. Hopefully I'll get a chance to drive it before I purchase it on one of these jobs. We'll see how it goes. I might even select a job just for that purpose. Thank you for allowing me to bypass that way station. Much appreciated. I don't think we're quite into... not quite into Utah yet, but we will be shortly. Those mountains ahead have that kind of northern Utah look to them. McCammon, Montpelier. Little soccer field on the side there. Be cool to see some kids out there playing soccer. Interstate Oasis. Wow, that sounds like a nice place to stop. So one of the issues I'm having is every time I load into game now, I'm having to remap my keys to my wheel. And I don't know if that's a problem with the game itself, or it's a problem with the wheel that I purchased. I'm not really sure. I'm going to try and troubleshoot that, but as you can imagine, it's a bit of a pain in the rear to have to deal with that every time to remap all my keys. Because I have about 10 to 12 keys mapped, I think. And then I have to, remap my steering wheel, plus my pedals, and it's not a big deal. I mean, it's 5 minutes, but I shouldn't have to do that. So let me see if I can jump on the forums or something and figure that out. And all I did was quit out of the game and reboot my computer, so not really sure what the issue is. You can see already, like, the settings on my wheel, it seems like I wasn't able to get them back to where I had them because this doesn't feel quite right. Feels a little lazy when I go to turn it. Like I'm not getting an instant response to it that I really like. Alright, enough about that. Let's check out the scenery. I keep meaning to map the higher, lower windows to my keyboard so I can lower the windows down, let you guys hear the engine sound, but this is sounding pretty loud right now. This Kenworth model. Pretty loud vehicle. Oh, look at him spraying on the field next to us. Yep, right up ahead here to our 2 o'clock as well. Always been fascinated by those. Welcome to Utah. Alright. Always been fascinated by those pieces of farm equipment that are those big, long, spraying type of machines. It's fascinating, yet a little disturbing at the same time. Wonder what they're spraying on our stuff. Yeah, the steering wheel is not right. See if we can get that fixed. Yeah, that's the hassle. You get everything dialed in just the way you want it. And then I don't know if I have to write down these settings or take a screen grab or something, but if I have to keep changing them every time, I have to just, have a reference point or remember. Shark-free aquarium. Yeah, there's a reason a lot of aquariums are shark-free, and one of the reasons is sharks don't do too well in aquariums. It's often a death sentence for them. I'd say a lot of it is probably just depression and unhappiness. Wow, it was a tighter stop than I would have liked to have made. This guy needs to learn how to properly merge. Come on, buddy. Oh, that's my parking brake. I used to have my horn mapped there. We take that parking brake off. There we go. Looks like he's getting in there. Yep, this guy's gonna let me in. Thank you. Appreciate it. I know it's not ideal being behind 3 trailers worth of fertilizer. Might be a little bit of stank to it, but that's the way it goes. Glad it's behind me. Alright. So, having driven in Utah the last few days, it seems like they have one main north-south road, which is 115. Or is it 15? I believe we're on 15. There's a couple roads that go cross-state. Looks like 91 and 89 are some of those roads. Thought there was a more major road that went through here. Maybe it was Route 80. I'm going on memory. I could be entirely wrong. But I think once I do some of these runs, like maybe once I do this run, I'm going to try and get myself down into Nevada a little bit. Alright, I don't think I've had this thing weighed yet. It's my lucky day. Keep our speed up. 75, that's what we like. That's what we like, driving fast down the highway. No stopping and going. Just straight driving. Driving at speed. Yeah, the steering wheel is definitely off, not feeling too good. I hate to jump out. It's an immersion killer. I hate to jump out in the middle of my game and go start adjusting stuff. Plus I have to test it. Who knows if I got it right. Just do it. I am doing it. Doing my job, delivering whatever they tell me to deliver. Getting paid about 14 grand on this job, I think. See. Yep, it's a 14 grand job. That'll take me up over 40 grand, around 43 grand. That'll take me about 1/4 or 25% of the way to my Peterbilt. Yeah, she's a beaut. You have to check out my last video. I believe it's Trucker's Life number 2 to see that one. It's right towards the end of the video. I stop at a Peterbilt showroom to check her out. Man, these white station wagons, they're like Finding Waldo, although they're much easier to find than Waldo because they're all over the place. Which is odd because that's a pretty unique car. You might see one of these on the road if you're driving all day, and yet there's 2 of them right next to each other. Kind of odd. Pretty odd. I wish at least if they varied the color of them, but it's that same white one I see all over the place. Have that police mod on here where it puts a lot more than the vanilla skins on the police cars. That might have been a Utah State Trooper. Pretty cool looking vehicle. It looked like it had the silhouette of Black Mountains on the bottom half, which you might expect from a Utah graphic. The guy's enjoying his convertible. Well, at least with this long trailer on here, I'm getting a nice straight, fast run. I am going to get off to get that discoverable. Maybe it's a different dealership. Who knows, maybe I'll fall in love with a Kenworth or a Mack. Oh, there she goes again. Let's see how many... Let's make this like punch buggy. We'll see how many times we spot this white station wagon. I think it's about my 4th time I've seen one of those in a very short run. Yeah, especially when turning to the right here. I'm turning my wheel about 2 inches or so before it's responding at all, and that's a little disheartening. So I'm kind of slow up here. Maybe guys just merging, getting off. Gotta be quick to the brakes here. My head tilting up there, that was me getting a sip of caffeine. Never hit the road without my caffeine. Keep my head alert. Never falling asleep at the wheel, and don't plan on it. Not in real life or otherwise. I used to work a crazy shift when my time at ESPN in Connecticut. 6 to 3 a.m. shift. And I would often go late. You know, Kobe Bryant, rest his soul. One night was the night he threw down 80 or 85 points. We were taping Sports Center for the next morning. You have to get it on tape. It's the one that runs first thing in the morning. Of course, now they do everything live, even first thing in the morning. But back then, we used to get a show on tape. Looks like I'm getting off here. Slow way down with this trailer. Finish my story in a moment. Looks like I'm making a left up here, so let me get in the left lane. I wonder whether this is the spot where I'm getting off to check out that discoverable. Man, this light's almost going to turn red again before I get through it. Oh wow, look at those mountains. Yeah, I'd say we're in Provo. Provo, Utah is a famous skiing destination, if I remember correctly. So let's see, we're going to cheat here and use this. Yep, it's going to be a right-hand turn. Looks pretty clear. Provo, yep, I was right. It's not exactly skiing time of the year, but you know, one of the nice things about this game would be if they did, in fact, make seasons of the year. Seems like everything's summer or springtime. But anyhow, back to my Kobe Bryant story. So back then, you know, that story would have been the top. I mean, it's one of the top stories in NBA history, period. I mean, a guy dropping down 80 points. So that would have equaled having to redo the entire show, or segments, or very large segments of that entire show. And I remember that turned into a 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. type of scenario. And my 30-minute drive home was just enough for you to start falling asleep. I figured out at the 25-minute mark is the time that the human body really starts tiring out at those times of night, or morning in that case. And I discovered something that probably kept me alive. Skittles. Get a big bag of Skittles, keep them in the car. And they have so much sugar content to it, I don't think you could fall asleep if you wanted to. So right around the 10-15 minute mark, I would just down bags of Skittles. Of course, my dentist loved that. And that'll allow me to get home safe. Thank you, Skittles. I know I'm being a bit deliberate here. That's the same. It's the same Jeep, right next to each other there. So let's see what this discoverable is. Man, I hope I don't have to back this thing out. I'm going to be in big trouble if I do. See what this is? Some kind of... Oh, it's an international dealership. Alright. Looks like I could pull all the way around. Should we stop and look? Yeah, we should stop and look real quick. Let's do it. Let's go shopping. You guys could always... Oh, the truck dealer is closed? Must be a Sunday or something. I don't know. I have no idea what day of the week it is here. I know in real life it's Thursday. But alright, we discovered that. That puts International on the map for us as a potential vehicle that we can go ahead and purchase down the road. I'll definitely take a harder look at those vehicles and see if that might be something I'm interested in purchasing. Like I mentioned in another video, I have purchased 2 different types of models of International vehicles, so I'm familiar with the models. Can't say I love them. Not that I hate them, but can't say I love them. I mean, they're easy to drive, just something about the look of them that doesn't really resonate with me too well. A little too, I don't know, aerodynamic for my taste, I would say. Alright. Stop at the Walbert, but I don't think I need anything. I have everything I need right here. See how many miles we have left. Just 85 miles. Should be a breeze. Let's get her back on the highway safely. Get this thing delivered. Looks like I hit the brakes a little too hard there. Wonder if I can adjust the intensity of brakes in the settings. I'll have to take a look at that. Alright, we got a Walbert off to the side. Making a left here. Center Street. So that's an International right there. He's taking the wide turn too. Probably not as wide as what I need to take. And I'm going to get over in the left lane. Looks like I need to make a left here. I don't know if this all goes left, but certainly the left lane would be the correct lane to be in right now. See if we get a good look at that Utah license plate. Yep, that's that famous Utah Arch. I don't know if there's a name for it other than Utah Arch. But you see so many people take pictures of them at that arch. What else is big in Utah as far as visual? I'd say that's probably it. I mean, the Salt Lake City, of course, and the Great Salt Lake. But that's not something that is as strong visually as this. I guess it's the salt content in the sand that would make it salty. So I'll try and get a screen grab for the video as we get a little closer there. This would be nice with the mountains in the background, but there's also all these buildings and stuff around here. I don't know how good that might look. Probably not that good. So really, in case you guys are watching, I'm going to make this channel more about Sims, and some of them are going to be a little more hardcore Sims. I plan on investing in Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is coming out in just about 3 weeks from now. And another one is this train sim that's coming out, Train Sim 2, and that'll be set in Europe. I plan on investing in that. And I also picked up a couple that were on sale on Steam, and I don't know how much I put those into the sim category. They're kind of like, I don't know, pseudo sims. What's this police car doing? Let's get a good look at him. Provo police. Oh, local police car. Awesome. One is Thief Simulator, and it looked pretty cool because it's unique. I mean, how often do you get to break and enter into homes and not really harm anybody or not be really stealing people's stuff, which I would never do. But I think it would be fun to sneak around and do it in that sense. And then the other one I picked up was Car Mechanic 2018. That looked like it could be pretty fun. It also could be pretty monotonous, but I think they were $14 all told together. They Steam packages them and said, hey, you'll save 28% if you buy these two together right now. They've started doing more of that. So I said, heck yeah, man, $14. 2 games I might really like and that I can do some videos for this channel. So keep an eye out for those pretty soon. I just downloaded both of those this morning. And I'll be getting into them before too long. Take a nice sweeping wide turn here. Yeah, plenty of clearance. All these trailers have a kind of a, what do you call it? A visual spatial type of, that's not the right word. They have a way they perform or a way they move. And even though this is a really long trailer, just the extra pivot points, I would say, on this trailer. Let's see, am I banging a right here? Rise in the east, sets in the west. Yeah, the sun is ahead of us. That's west, and I know I'm going south, so... Yeah, this is just a little confusing, the way this crisscrossed. I didn't quite understand where they wanted me to go there, but... Hey, you could use the sun to navigate, too. That's what we did in the good old days before GPS. You might even pull over and look at the moss on the north side of trees just to figure out where you were. Nah, it's getting a little crazy, but back in the day, I used to use the sun to navigate when I didn't have a map and didn't know where I was going. It's like the Wild West back there in navigation. Yeah, that sun's low in the sky. 6 p.m., that must be due west. Or almost due west. If I head 2 o'clock from where the sun is, I'll be heading northwest. Oh yeah, those were the good old days. South Las Vegas. 70, we like that. We're gonna get over one more lane. This lane's about to end. May as well keep it going over here. There we go. We're settling in. We have just 70 miles left. Let me get that window down because it's an immersion killer. Let's see if we can take this puppy home. Haven't hit anything yet, which is great. Ah, it's a different police car. And I said yet. I'm confident that I won't hit anything. And sometimes when you say that, it happens, but I'm not superstitious like that. I think it's all up to me. I mean, crazy stuff happens with AI. They pull burnt maneuvers and stop right in front of you. Ah, how low on fuel am I? Let's see, where's the fuel gauge on this thing? I'm gonna go for it. If I run out of fuel, then I'm a moron, but I think I can make it. Whoa, didn't want to do that. See, this is why it drives me crazy. I used to have my map mapped to that key, and now it's my parking brake. And just went to look at my map, and I put on the parking brake in the middle of the highway. And my fault, but not my fault. If my settings didn't keep defaulting back, I'd be totally fine, but I think I'm going to be alright on gas. Where is the fuel gauge on this truck? Oh, there it is. Alright, I mean, the one on this thing, I find just scares the shit out of me. But the one I'm looking at just above the K on the steering wheel is low, but it's more accurate, and I only have 41 miles left, so hopefully that'll be enough to get me there. I will keep an eye out for gas stations, though, just in case. They often show them better on this GPS. The Sevier River, I think is how you say that. Man, look at that sky. That's amazing. Almost looks like storm clouds, but might not be. Could just be the time of day and the way the sun's hitting them. Scipio. Been down this way before. Did that say gas? I think it did. Let's see, 27 miles. I got this. Haha. Famous last words. I got this. Well, the last thing I want to do here is... Oh, well, I'm getting off here, so... It looks like that might be a gas station right there. So if it's convenient to get in and out of, I might do that. I don't know. I mean, 21 miles, 33 minutes. That's not seeming like something where I need to stop. I'm going to go for it. And if I get stuck... Well, I'm an idiot, but more than I'm an idiot, the people who fueled this truck up for me were idiots because they only gave me just barely enough fuel. I know I took that little diversion off in Provo, but let's turn the lights on. See if I can remember where I mapped that to. There it is. Don't do it. Thank you. See how that gas is doing? I'm going to be alright. Oh, look at that moon. That looks beautiful. I don't think I've actually been in Scipio. And I'm assuming that's Scipio and not Scipio. I'm sure somewhere down the line somebody will correct me either way. People are big on correcting people on town names. Not that that's a bad thing, but... I have a story about that, but I think I'll tell it another time. Another drive. About name pronunciations. It's actually pretty funny. But we're pretty close to our destination here, so I don't want to get into a story now. Look at how beautiful that sky is ahead. Man, it's moments like these that make me love this game. Salina discovered. Alright, well that's my delivery point, so feeling pretty good about that. It's way lower my speed down. I'm going too fast. There we go, it's more like it. Looks like I have a kind of a tricky turn up here. Okay, that's due to this inexplicable do not enter here. Looks like they wanted to make this really pretty rocky area out in the middle there, and as a result they made this really weird road configuration. Okay, clearly banging a left here. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that term, banging a, like when it's talk about turning a direction, but man, I've been saying that just as long as I can remember. I don't know if that's something I made up or I heard somewhere or whether other people say that. Be curious to know. If you guys put it down in the comments. Have you ever heard banging a left, banging a right? Or is that just my thing? Pretty nice little town. Let's double check that gas. Yeah, we have enough. Yep. That's a cool thing about Sims. You know, I probably never visit this town in real life, but here today, I could be at my home in the mid-Atlantic region of the United States, driving through a little town in Utah. Pretty cool. Now, if I was really low on gas, I'd probably shut off my engine. But sometimes you don't know whether that burns more fuel or not. This should turn pretty quick. Man, can you imagine I ran out of gas while I'm pulling into the place? That would be not cool. Alright. Cut this a little tighter, don't have to worry about clipping anybody. The J&D Motel with a Wi-Fi and pool. That might be my spot after this run. Maybe hang out, get a beer. Deserve it after this run. Alright, let's take this puppy home. Let's do this good drop without dinging anything. Bushnell Farms. There we go. Let's swing this. Let's not take this for granted here. We're going to swing this out to the right so we don't drag that trailer along anything. There's the cows. What was I delivering again? Fertilizer. Makes sense. Alright, let's see where they want me to drop this thing. I'm going to do the medium drop. See how that goes. I'm not really good at backing these things up, admittedly. There's no way I'm backing up this triple. Alright, 25 XP. Oh, they want it straight ahead there. It's no problem there, people. We'll pull her right in. Let me swing this as much to the side here as I can so we get this trailer lined up. We'll get her in line. Yep, this ought to do it. Yep, nice and straight. As long as we pull her up straight here, she'll be fine. Alright, let's uncouple. I keep saying uncouple. Let's decouple this puppy and we'll be done. Before we do, let me get out on the... that would be a cool screen grab if not for the glowing green line underneath. I wish that would disappear once you're on it. Alright, anyhow, let's decouple this thing. See how we did. Oh yeah, it's an excellent for sure. 311 miles, 8 hours, 18 minutes, 65.8 gallons. Got some XP for base. Long distance delivery bonus, plus 125. Trailer maneuvering bonus, plus 25 XP. That's probably for not hitting anything. And in order to get my dream rig that Peter built, I'm going to need to get to a level 13. So probably if I'm leveling this up right now, I'm going to do stuff that gives me XP. So let's see. Long distance, plus 10% higher reward. Let's see what else they have here. Fragile cargo. Plus 22% experience bonus for delivering a fragile cargo. We'll go for that one. I'd like to get it pretty balanced across the board here, so just in time. I don't know about that one. Fuel economy I think could be important to get a couple of notches on there. That can help you out in the long run. So let's do that. Maybe we'll be delivering some China or something, or some I don't know if they consider animals fragile cargo, but maybe some pigs or something. We'll see how it goes. But anyhow, 43 grand. I'm about 120 grand away from my Peterbilt. And that'll make it for today. So Scott Wynn out. Win-Win Limited. Be coming at you next time in episode 4 or Trucker's Life 4. Keep an eye out for that. Catch you guys soon.